Hey everyone, this is going to be my campus tour video. I thought I would film a little bit of it before I leave for the remote semester. The scenes are a little bit out of order, but you'll kind of get just the layout of how campus is. So without further ado, here we go. So we're approaching the Harvard Law School Wasserstein Hall. This is the direction you would walk from if you were in North Hall. So in front of me is the coupe, which has all the law school textbooks, as well as merch that you can buy, panning up. And you can see that the doors are key code activated on the weekends, although they're all currently closed at the moment for COVID-19. But here you go, here's inside the bookstore. And then to the left, you'll see this building is where the Harvard Defenders office is. So in the Harvard Defenders, they work on show cause hearings and all sorts of kind of stuff for the local community. Now, side of the bookstore that we were just by, and to the left you can see the Grovia Storms Complex, which I'll talk about in another video on HLS housing. But as you walk straight, you will see the entrance to Wasserstein Hall, which is like where you have all your main 1L classes, and it's also where the Hark kitchen is. It's key code access on the weekends, but it's usually open during the day. So as you see, this is kind of right below the Hark Cafe and the Hark Box, which is to the left. To the right is where all the main classes are. Okay, now we're just jumped to where that door was that I just showed you. So this is the main little study area. Usually this is packed with students reading, writing, hosting club meetings, preparing for things, but right now it's summer, so it's completely empty. But you see their couches and everything are very comfortable, and they have the fireplace lit when it's the winter, so it's really cozy to come. And they also have sometimes free food that you can get. Here are your handy dandy recycling and trash receptacles and the water, purified water, which you can get if you fill up a water bottle. On the walls, you can see the various professors, and here's what the lecture halls look like for your 1L classes. Unfortunately, they're locked, so I couldn't go and show you. But here, usually these halls are filled with people, and look, you can see all of the professors on the walls. Maybe one day one of you will be on the wall. I know that I probably could never be a professor because it just seems like a lot of anxiety having to speak in front of all those people all the time. But here, and Elizabeth Warren's picture is coming up soon. I think it's on the next hallway, but oh yeah, and so all these little rooms you can reserve to study or host a client meeting or something like that. And where is she? There she is. Here is Queen Elizabeth Warren in all her glory. Look at her, a queen. Truly a queen. Now that you've seen the first floor, I will take you down to the basement. You can go downstairs either by the stairs or the elevator. Currently I'm taking the stairs, and the basement has three main options: the mailroom, the IT services lab, and the print and copy center. So first stop is the print and copy center. We're currently in the basement. This is the copy center where we can get our printed materials for the year. Usually some courses will have a extra handout of sheets, statutes, or something like that that you'll need to pick up, which they give to you free of charge. And then the rest of the basement is two main things: the mailroom and the IT department. The IT department helps you straight to the left. I still sometimes I'm not sure which way to go, but this is the tunnel system that you can use in the winter when it's too cold to get to all your different classes. If you're in the Gropius complex, this is nice because you never have to really go outside, but it links you to the library, to all the different rooms, and the main 1L courses, which is in Wasserstein Hall, and we have these little movie posters. And then this is where you get your mail. You have all your little key things, your mailboxes, and then your computer lab, ITS service desk, so you can get help connected to the Wi-Fi or using the printing system that we have, which is paper cut, and yeah. This is the Student Center. Over here we have Elena Kagan, former Dean and Supreme Court Justice. So in here you can study, read a book. They have a mini little fridge area in there, and you can also host club meetings and all sorts of other fun on-campus activities. This is the second floor of Wasserstein Hall. Again, we have all of the lovely faculty on little portraits, and we have more classrooms. This is currently locked, but the third floor hosts several things. We have our, I can't remember. Okay, so we have our student health, the student resource center, something like that. But student resources, so if you want like time accommodations on tests or any other kind of things throughout campus. Student support, the student support center is right over here. And then there's also a bunch of different study rooms you have. Upstairs, the 4th and 5th floors host our financial aid office, as well as the registrar. And we have 2 offices for finding jobs. We have the Office of Public Interest, which is abbreviated OPIA, and then we have OCS, which is the Office of Career Services, and they'll help you find like firm jobs and more private sector stuff. And then we also have the clinical office, which will help you with different like clinical registrations and all that kind of stuff. And then we have some printers over here that you can use, and there's a little area to sit down. There's also pool tables and other things over there. Here we have just kind of like little garden moment where you can study, or just there's usually a volleyball court there that you can play at. And then here are the dorms right in front of me. That's the Gropius complex. And here we have the law school library to my right, and you can see this little park in the middle in front of the library, which is nice if you want to come and study or do something like that. This building to the left is Pound Hall, and it has offices for various professors. So if you wanted to go to office hours or something like that, you could go there. My contracts professor, Professor Frug, had his office there, and he was a professor for both Michelle and Barack Obama, which I thought was very cool to be in the same classes with the same professor that they had. So here to the right is the library, and I will talk a little bit about the hours in this next clip. Library, it's open from pretty much all hours. The upper level is closed slightly early, but the lower levels are open 24/7. They have several options for study rooms, libraries, and they are currently digitizing all of our books to an e-library, which is very exciting to think that you don't have to lug around these big textbooks or reference books all the way around. Now we'll take you to the Student Center and some of the rooms over there. This is Wasserstein Hall, the oldest building, I think, for the law school campus. Most of your 1L classes will not be in here, but they do have some classes there for J term, which is January term, which is right between the fall and spring semesters. Just when you thought you would get a break, they throw you some more classes. It's pretty cool. The lecture hall is a little bit older, and I think this is like the more paper chase style classroom setting. The new modern ones in Wasserstein Hall are all fancy and redone. Then over here we have Gannett House, which is where the Harvard Law Review editors and everyone are typing away, subciting, and doing all that stuff throughout the year. And so it is an iconic landmark. This over here is the Hemingway Gymnasium. They have very strange hours, to be honest. They change them all the time. It's open from 5 a.m. and then sometimes like 9 p.m., 8 p.m. For very strange holiday hours. And it's right here. And yeah, they have a full set of, there's 2 regular bench presses, 1 incline, 1 decline. There's 3 squat racks, then a full thing of different sized dumbbells. And then I forgot this machine thing, the one where you pull down, and then one like this. And then they have tons of treadmills and spin bikes on the top floor. And then every day they have different types of classes. So you can take Zumba classes, they have like CrossFit classes with like mini equipment and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. And it's all free. Comes with your tens of $1,000 tuition. Okay, ready? This is Griswold Hall. I don't think there's classrooms in here. It's mainly just professors' offices. So you go there for office hours and your legal research and writing class, or LRW professors, all have like a little huddled corner of offices. So you'll go there first to work on drafts of your memo your first semester, and then second semester when you're partnered with your Ames brief partner to do the Ames moot court competition. Not the big moot court competition, but the Ames one that you do for your 1L year. So that is all here. We're currently on Massachusetts Avenue, going up towards Wasserstein Hall. Here are some bikes that you can use if you want to bike somewhere, maybe to Boston, although I think that would be kind of far, but maybe the grocery store or something. And there's also bus transportation that you can get a pass for to make traveling a little bit easier around campus. And again, here's Wasserstein Hall. And across from Wasserstein Hall is where the Harvard University Health Services is. So you can go there to deal with any health-related problems you have, whether physical or mental, and they'll give you a referral to go somewhere on campus. And they're launching a lot of new therapy programs, which is awesome because it used to be really hard to get an appointment before, and they're trying to cut down the wait for that. So yeah.